Oh, he was against MVP.
All right, boys and girls, it's time for game number 2. How was about that for that segue? Pretty sick, huh?
Acer MMA.
Yeah, that was great, Tasteless.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Guys, message me on Twitter if you want to replace Tasteless. Here's my casting partner.
What's going to happen is, in the bottom center in the blue,
SK Telecom T1 INnoVation.
says we could get better reviews if I replaced you with a pet rock. It's Tasteless and his pet rock bringing us esports.
Well, the thing is, me and a pet rock don't really have that much different from each other. We're actually like kind of similar if you think about like a rock. Think about it. A rock is basically like an inanimate turtle, right? Like it likes defense. It's a defensive type player.
That's true. You are a turtle-style player.
It moves very slowly, too. Rocks don't move very quick unless you throw them.
Yeah, I was going to say rocks, in fact, don't move at all.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's mech, right? So rocks like mech. We've already discovered this.
Yeah.
They like long games because rocks are basically eternal, right? Like rocks have been here since the universe began, basically.
Yeah, well, maybe yeah, okay.
So you see what I'm saying? Me and I think you replaced me with a rock. In fact, the joke quality goes up a little bit. Definitely the Rock is going to be a little bit less biased against cheesy
the Rock
plays.
has better predictions for results.
For sure, the Rock is going to be at least 50% on everything, right? I mean, yeah, it's not a bad choice. I couldn't fault you if you talk to the bosses here and try to get a Rock here to fill in for me. I think it's pretty solid. Whereas with you, I could just have like a pet gecko crawling around my shirt. And that would be like 100 times better.
He would give way better intros and outros.
Yeah. He's just like, they just zoom in on him. He's just like running in a pattern 8 around my neck or something. Like,
it's eating a cricket.
Yeah.
Man. Did you ever have a pet lizard?
No.
Okay, good. That's why I know you're a successful person.
Yeah.
That's a quote on Twitter from some comedian, but it's like, I never met a successful person who once owned an iguana. I was like, wow. Like,
I mean, I can't refute. I don't have evidence to the contrary.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Tess. I have a runny nose today. My allergies are going crazy. Keep casses.
Case is just afraid to keep gassing, so I'll just continue here. So yeah, it looks like both players teching up here. Double gas.
Why'd you tell them I'm afraid? I'm back.
Oh, you found your bravery again.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I got my courage.
Such a brave guy. Looks like both guys teching up, though, so this could be a fast and furious one. Lots of harassment going on.
Well, I hope MMA 2 has this, actually. I'm all about MMA hype right now.
Dude, I would love.
The way he's playing, I'm like, oh, damn,
Like,
you're really good. You know, sometimes we cast games, and I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate. He did this build order, and it gets hard countered by this. This is straight up MMA is...
he's like toughing it out and showing a lot of heart, which is what he did back when he was a champ.
Yeah.
I never really thought of Jet Li as someone that showed a lot of heart, to be honest, but okay.
No, Jet Li is dangerous.
Yeah, he's dangerous.
He's dangerous, and so
but
is MMA.
I mean, he doesn't have a lot of heart, right? He's just a cold-blooded ninja, right?
No, he does not have a lot of heart. But that's kind of the way I'm viewing MMA, is not actually having a lot of heart.
Oh, really? Because I view him.
In fact, I view him as eating another nerd's heart. How about that?
Well, I don't know. I think he's more cuddly and nice than that.
No, he's not. MMA and his Mortal Kombat finishers.
I view Parting as someone that eats someone's heart.
No, Parting would, if he was in Mortal Kombat, he would actually cause babalities.
Yeah, he probably would.
Yeah. Well, we have that command center on the way. Oop! High five, Banshees. So MMA's Banshee's going to get here first.
See what he can get done with it.
Oh my God!
Both players do have Ravens on the way. Gotta be careful with that. Cloak is about to finish. Uh-oh. Wouldn't mind waiting in a very clever location. See if that pays off.
So
forces a scan.
Chipping away here at this Banshee.
Yeah. Now already has his Raven out, so that's really nice there for MMA. Just a little bit quicker there on that tech. Gonna zone him out. Doesn't want to lose any Marines right now.
Wow, this Banshee is doing a lot of damage. I sort of was just...
Don't forget, it costs a mule as well. Like, this has been a fantastic Banshee.
Yep. Okay, so he actually manages to get out.
Yeah.
CC is about to finish here for INnoVation. I believe this... Yeah, CC is about to finish here for MMA as well. So this game should normalize. Curious if we're going to see another push here from MMA. You can be pretty strong just on 2 base TvT on this map.
Oh, certainly.
You can just run around and try to stamp out the third.
Yeah, the third base is hard to take.
Since he's against INnoVation, we already see how INnoVation reacts. You could send 1 damaged Marine over to attack a nearly finished command center with an SCV, and he'll get spooked and cancel and lose the game.
Wasn't nearly finished.
It was nearly finished, 99.9% complete.
In fact, it was complete. Let the Marine kill it.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah. In fact, it finished, and he got freaked out. He lifted it, and he never landed it. That's how bad it was. Can't believe that happened.
It was a planetary, and he just hit stop on constructing planetary right before it finished. It could have killed the Marine.
I don't know what happened. He took all his SCVs that was landed, he right-clicked on the planetary and just had the SCVs surrounded. It was like, whoa.
It was right next to the last depot that was in yellow already of his opponent, too, and he didn't finish it.
Yeah.
That's really messed up. I can't believe he did that. It's like unforgivable,
people are tuning in right now being like, he did what?
All right, well, right now, INnoVation trying to poke in here. It's a no-go, though, for the moment.
Yeah, a few pokes and prods here, but overall, it's a pretty smooth TvT going on into the mid-game here.
Yeah, really MMA, though, with the nicer Banshee early on, for sure. And the good defense with his slightly quicker Raven. Banshee going to come in and try to do some more damage. He scans out. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's going to be unrange. The turret's going to die.
Really well done there.
INnoVation.
Now, INnoVation is like...
Oh, my God. Okay, INnoVation's actually falling apart.
Yeah, this is not going so well. I'm a bit worried for him.
I like how MMA's doing that whole I'm not going to let my Banshee die thing. That's really good.
Yeah, I've seen that move before.
I've seen
it's
that
good.
move before. A lot of these other players are like, hey, I'm not going to watch my Banshee. I'm going to fly it into turrets. And it doesn't work as much.
You know, the thing
in my humble opinion.
I agree with you there. The thing is with MMA...
Oh, my God, it still doesn't die.
MMA,
this Banshee's like Bruce Willis and breaking... wait, what
Die
is it?
Hard?
Die Hard, yeah. No. Unbreakable.
Both.
Both, yeah.
Okay, so I got to point something out here. Now, I think MMA is just at an advantage because the era of StarCraft TvT that he comes from, Banshee's always got double-digit kills. And look at his Banshees. Double-digit kills, man.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. He just believes. He's like, no, Banshees are supposed to get 10-plus kills.
We should just do like the worst casting ever. This would be like, MMA just wants it more than INnoVation. It's like not fair at all. He just wants it. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
They both wanted it. One guy wanted it more, and that's what we're going to cast this.
That's all that matters in
You guys
StarCraft.
are the worst casters I've ever heard. Like,
there'd be a set of people that like that a lot, actually.
That's true.
There's people that like all sorts of things, Tasteless. That's why the internet exists.
Like, you guys are great. You guys have the substance of some of those sports analysts on ESPN. Like, all right, well, we see the push now coming down here from MMA, and like I was saying earlier, it's not as bad to 2-base for longer TvT here. You can usually force the CC to lift. But INnoVation's in a pretty good defensive spot. Usually in TvT, we see this, they do a contain outside, and then they take their third, and they just watch to make sure there's no drops.
Well, right now, MMA going to try to go for this push. He does have enough for some Seeker missiles here, which we may end up seeing. Yeah, there's 2.
Oh, my God, he's going in!
Stimmin running forward right now. Does take out that Sea-Chank on the high ground with his Seeker missiles. Takes out another Sea-Chank there. 2 further back, though, placed very well. Make it very hard for him. Can't push in further at this moment.
Well, not quite doing the amount of damage you probably would have wanted to do. Oh, no, hold position there on the Marines. Now, okay, we can use the... Die Hard 2 now. The Banshee's back.
Let's see. Actually, if he... Oh, my God.
My God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my
and this
God.
could be it.
This is the take on these chicks.
Oh, my God. It looks like MMA maybe going to the right.
20 kills. That Banshee's a commander. 22 kills. I don't even know what the ranks are for the kills this game.
Right before retirement, he goes down. It's so sad.
Oh. Well, he just continuing to parade these units over here. I think the tank count's what? It's at 1 for INnoVation?
It's pretty low. It's pretty bad. But you know what? He does have air control now. Maybe he can fight back here. He's down in SCVs. He's down in Army. He's down in siege tanks. It's not a whole lot of good stuff going on. But you know what? He has Vikings, so that's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Don't do so much as
They can't hit
Marines,
flying
but,
units.
Yeah.
Okay, not bad. But the tanks are not dead. It really doesn't matter how low they are as long as it can still deal shots out. Kind of an odd position he has with these Marines over here. Okay, he's going to go for some droppage.
Well, this is some droppage.
Yeah. When I said that I turned to Artos, it's like I said something really profound.
Like, yeah, I don't know. Sounds like a medical term. Well, it looks like MMA going to come up here and do a drop into the main base.
Yeah.
Right outside of that Widow Mine range. Everything really going his way right now, dealing some more damage over here. A stim in from INnoVation. SCV's coming off the line, going to pick off quite a few more here.
Okay, well that might put him out of position and make it tougher for...
Whoa! Oh! He did that on purpose.
Wow.
Louis that Widow Mine over the Marines.
That was
pretty cool.
I mean, that was like some Neo from the Matrix stuff right there.
That MMA is, he's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Right now, he's Neo from the Matrix 3 right now, man. He's fighting the robot made out of robots.
Face, yeah. Clearly, that movie is a work of art, by the way. It's so much better than the first one.
It is. I like the albino guys. They're the best part.
Oh, yeah, the albino. Those guys that look like albino versions of Elky.
Yeah.
That's what I thought when I saw this movie. I'm like, oh, my God, it's Elky.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, I can go with that.
Yeah, yeah. It's 2 Elkies. That's already too much to handle.
INnoVation has, like, no SCVs here. Look at that. A sensor tower? You kidding me? His sensor tower goes in the main base of INnoVation.
Yeah.
In fact, he's got units along the side and stuff to check.
Actually boxed in.
He's got no economy, too, and it's a 3-base MMA now. MMA is going to be going to the round of 8. Yeah. This is so crazy.
I mean, INnoVation's pretty crafty, but I don't see him actually getting out of this position here.
This is, like, shocking how well he's playing today. This is fantastic, man. This is this is the actual return of MMA.
This is getting me a little bit wiggly, actually. I mean, I would love to see him come back.
People talked about BlizzCon, but this is the actual comeback right here. This is like true legit. People have time to prepare. It was a week ago that they chose groups. SK Telecom had a week to prepare, and they can't beat him.
Yeah.
SK.
That's true. It's SK
Number
Telecom.
1 team in the world. So, I mean, this is... MMA is, like, really returning here, and with such strength. Could this guy be a contender?
I mean, he looks really good, man. Beating Dark and INnoVation.
It's pretty crazy.
I mean, these are matchups that Dark and INnoVation are very good at, you know.
Well, Dark and INnoVation are arguably the best Terran and Zerg in the world.
Yeah.
It's like, they're both obviously top 2.
Yeah.
For their races. So, like, that's...
It
bodes well.
These are pretty convincing wins, too. They're not build order wins. They're, like we've said before, like 1,000 little battles that are all won for MMA that result in eventually a big win.
Well, MMA does back up for now.
Uh-oh. Okay, now this is, I think, probably the only thing INnoVation can do. But this is harder than it looks, man. Trying to push against another player that has siege tanks. Oh, my God! Someone make it stop! That was so crazy! What is this?
God, MMA.
Why is he so good? Listen, let's just give him the trophy. Let's just end the season, okay? He already won. He actually, on siege, picked that up, microed it back. This is kind of like... It's unnecessarily good. It doesn't even look like what a normal pro StarCraft game is like.
Well, right now, I mean, he's...
Oh my God, look at this.
He's showing INnoVation what 2011 was all about, Tasteless. This is some crazy stuff. INnoVation has done a big drop outside. He's got a huge force. He wants to get a big flank on.
He's going to elevator push this.
Okay, well, this is a great move.
Yeah, yeah. He's going to shave off a good amount of the tanks.
Right now, MMA is way out of position. That was a really big move there. Now, this doesn't mean that INnoVation is going to win this game now. MMA is actually still ahead, but INnoVation just gave himself a shot. Like, this game was basically tied up, and now now there's definitely a chance again.
Oh, he's just going to micro back. Perfect. Nice tank lining too.
He's got that air control. Those 3 Vikings we were kind of joking about before, definitely a big part of this.
Yeah.
He can push forever with something like that.
Gives him more spotting potential. Whoa, 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 whoa. MMA might have just bungled this. He needs to stim and go forward like now. In fact, I think he could have. No.
Wow.
Okay, well, I think from here, since MMA is down on the tank count, he has to play the maneuverability game.
Yes, the maneuverability game.
As we've said since the beginning of our cast.
It's in the StarCraft textbook, the maneuverability game.
It's in the Brood War Prima official strategy guide. In fact, it's a very old term.
Well, oh man, INnoVation is really trying to force a comeback here. MMA has way more bio right now, but the siege gen count is grossly in INnoVation's favor. So if INnoVation sieges up, it's going to be hard to break, but I don't think he can kill MMA. MMA has to get up out of position a couple more times, right? Because he's building 2 siege tanks at a time. So by the time this push works its way back over to MMA's side of the map, he should have enough tanks to kind of fight it off. And we do see in those upgrades, he does have one more upgrade on Marines and one more on tanks. So that's kind of a big deal as well.
I'm wondering if he could actually just run around this, because it's like INnoVation has like something to hold here, but if he just got a few Marines and set them down there to engage, that INnoVation's actually doing a really strong push. I mean, this is like going really well. He's keeping. Oh, look at this!
Okay, very
look
strong
at this counterattack. It's like Zerglings with guns here. This is what this looks like right now.
In fact, he's going to get that. Whoa!
What?
Down it goes. That's a big deal.
Oh my God!
Well, he will end up losing it. At least he gets some.
I can't believe he got the command center. That's so weird.
Well, they're Space Marines, so
they are Space Marines. These are Marines in outer space, guys. I mean. Oh, by the way, I believe. Oh, hold on. Never mind.
Oh boy.
This is really important.
Yeah, this is a huge stim-in right now by MMA.
You know, that cavity in the middle there, if that wasn't there, he probably could have gotten in there and killed the rest of those tanks.
Absolutely the case.
But I mean, had the Marines ran in that cavity, they would have fallen down into space.
Well, maybe MMA should brush more off.
I think INnoVation's actually overextending a little bit here. Now, don't forget that even though that expansion, I think, basically was out of minerals, that's less mules.
Yeah, yeah. And he lost SCVs there as well, which is a big deal because look at this, 34 SCVs. And with no command centers left, he can't even float to a new base. So he's on like 1 base economy versus kind of 2 base, which can turn into more bases because MMA doesn't lose command centers this game. All right, right now, MMA is actually going around, which allows, once again, for tank pickoffs. INnoVation, every time MMA leaves him an opening, he is inside of that opening and abusing it. So that is actually a big, big deal.
Oh my God, I think he's feeding hard, bro.
Yeah, well, this is...
that was straight up feeding right there. Well, MMA is the chosen one.
There's nothing that INnoVation could have done.
Listen,
MMA
guys,
was drawing perfectly.
Everybody listen very carefully. I want you guys to get all the gold in your house, okay? I need you to melt that gold down and start building your MMA idols, okay?
Well, it's probably a good idea, man, because he is the first player of the round of 8. That is insane.
That's
4-0.
So crazy.
4-0 over 2 players. You could say right now, either Dark or INnoVation, you think is going to win GSL, no one would think you're dumb, because they are so good right now. But he has just defeated both, 2-0 each. Pretty insane. INnoVation right now is like, oh my God, Dark and I may have to eliminate each other. And I bet he's hoping Terminator comes up.
Excuse me.
He's like, oh God,
you're so funny, Artosis.
Gets owned.
All right, guys, it's time for the interview, where we get to see what the thoughts are of our first player who is moving on to the round of 8. Oh, we're on camera. This is what we look like normally, because we're just like kind of saying stuff, but then we get on camera, I got to sit up straight because I got the posture of a cashew nut. It's true, man. You know, like baby shrimp, that's basically what I look like if I were to take my shirt off and just sit down, you know?
Yeah, I've seen you naked. It's pretty much true.
I've seen you naked. Let's make this really weird. Let's just make this totally weird.
It's as great as you're imagining.
Yeah, it's exactly. Be naked. I look like cookie dough dropped in a barbershop is what I look like. So, we're going to go on to the interview now and see what our champion for the day, MMA, is thinking. So she says, congratulations, MMA.
정신 이강에서 너무 허무하게 지고 조지명식 때도 좀
In the round of 32, I just really wasn't that happy with my performance.
그 결과를 좀 결실을 맺은 것 같아서.
And I felt like I was not doing as well against opponents that I should have done better against. And so now I'm really happy I could debut my skills here in the round of 16.
신영이전은 좀 힘들
So you
거라고
swept all the matches today. Did you expect it to be this one-sided?
보니까
And
그 특히 김민정
so
선수가
he said
많이
I thought the match
도와줬거든요.
against INnoVation was going to be really
영호
tough.
선수도 좀 쉽게 이길 수 있었던 것 같아요.
But my good friend Hart really helped out a lot.
선수도 이를 코치로
And he
나서신
said the
건가요?
match against Dark was especially tough too,
와가지고
more
저
tough than he
멘탈
expected.
관리랑 그리고 게임이 어떻게 됐는지 1세트, 2세트 다 들어와서 말해주고요. 뭐 상대
She said,
마인드,
how did Hart help you?
상대
And he
마인드가
says
지금 어떻다, 뭐 이런 것까지 다 얘기해줘가지고
he
좀 마음 편하게
helped
얘기할 수
me,
있었던 것 같아요.
how do I say this, like calibrate my mind properly,
사실
so I felt comfortable going into the games.
28살인데도 불구하고 이 노장에 속하는 쪽을 또 얘기를 들었고
So,
좀
MMA, you're the
약간
oldest pro
무시당한
gamer
느낌도 드셨다고 했는데
so far here in the round of
오늘
16.
피지컬, 뭐 집중력 모든 면에서 밀리지가 않았습니다. 어떻게 준비하신 건가요?
She says, mentally and physically, you look really solid though, playing despite being the oldest player in the tournament. Are you satisfied with your performance in general?
경기를 해야 될 것
He said, I'm
같아요.
not honestly 100% satisfied with my
나이도
performance.
나이인지라 손을 흔들어도
Can't believe you
어린
said that.
선수들 못 따라가더라고요. 그래서
그래요?
These games were so good.
근데 오늘 벤치 컨트롤은 도대체
He said,
어떻게 된
when it comes to
건가요?
physical stuff,
좀 누군가
I
들어온
feel like
것
I'm a lot
같아요.
slower than some of these
그분이
younger players.
오셨군요.
네.
사실 이 성실과
Like
노력의
Artosis.
아이콘으로 또 꼽히시고 있는데 그 진명목이
wish I was younger than him.
메카닉 테라에서도
He
나왔습니다.
says, so,
바이오닉이
you're a
아닌
player who's put a
메카닉에
lot
대한
of
배경 좀
effort.
들어볼게요.
제가 메카닉을 한 번도 방송
and you
경기에서
did
사용하지
some mech
않아서
play here and not the bio play.
예상을
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
네.
그리고 데드윙이라는
Yes,
맵
I
자체가
never really
메카닉이
played
괜찮더라고요.
mech play and
그리고
broadcasted
그것만 가지고 있는
matches,
와중에
so I thought
김민정 선수가
they would be
빌드
thrown
좋은
off
거를
off rhythm with
추천해줘가지고
that.
다 김민정 선수 때문에 이길 수 있었던 것 같아요.
And actually, Hart
이 악무셨죠?
recommended some of the mech
이
builds that I
악물고
used.
준비하셨죠?
이 양물건 했습니다.
네.
And it worked out pretty well.
해서 질문 또 이어서 들어보겠습니다.
제가 원래 물어보려고 했던 것들인데 다 물어보셔가지고 뭐 어떤 걸 좀 질문을 드려야 될까 생각을 해봤는데 일단 뭐
So,
경기
now
연습을
for our
얼마나 하셨나요?
analysts,
구체적으로 뭐 하루에
they have a few
뭐 얼마
questions
정도
for
했다?
him. He says, so,
일단
How much did you
포토전은
practice for
아예
today's matches?
못했어요. 안 한 게 아니라 아예 시간이 없어가지고 못했고요.
Firstly,
그리고
I
저그전을
couldn't
위주로
really
90%
prepare
저그전 위주로 하고
for
그리고 테란전은 또
the first matches. So I was actually,
뭐
I'm sorry, the latter matches. So he mostly prepared 90% for the TvZ and only about 10% for the TvT.
전혀 몰랐어요.
그랬어요?
네.
그래서 저는 이제 뭐 과연 이제 어떤 빈틈을 좀 고려해서 준비를 했나 이런 게 좀 궁금했는데 뭐 그렇다면 이제
So, when
상대적으로
you had
떠나서
your match
뭐
against
이시영 선수
INnoVation,
특별히 어떤 것들을 조금 생각해
what kind of strategies did you prepare?
아니요 그런 건 없었고 태태전 맞다.
Especially when you have a
태태전에서도
match against somebody who's that good.
추천해줘서
네.
좀 이길 수 있었던 것
Actually,
같아요.
혹시 그게
TvT,
혹시 2세트의 빌드였나요?
I've just gotten a lot of tips from Hart.
뭐였죠?
그러니까 그 빠른 맨시.
회전목마.
네네.
네네네.
그때 그 빌드가 살짝 좀 신선했던 게 원래 해병 한 개 찍고 벤시 준비하면
네.
So they're
사신이
talking
왔을
about
때도
set 2
곤란하잖아요. 근데
against
사신이 오지 않을
INnoVation.
거라는 확신이
They're
좀
talking about the
있었나요?
build that he used
회전목마
and how it seemed pretty
사실 안할
unique.
거라고 생각했고요. 상대보다 벤시가 워낙 빨라서 더 피해를 줄 수 있다고
그게
생각했어요.
핵심이었죠.
네.
역시 대단하다는 생각이 듭니다.
He said, did you anticipate how INnoVation was going to play on that map? And he said, yes, I correctly predicted how he would play, and I was able to utilize that to win.
안정적으로 시작할 수 있게 됐는데
Here he says, so now you're moving on to the round of 8, and you've been seeded. You don't have to go through any more of the preliminary stuff.
2015년 거의 마지막 게이머 인생이 될 수도 있는데
네.
마지막이 되기 전 2015년도 우승컵 하나를
So in
들어오고 싶어요.
2015, this might be my
이번
last year as a
시즌이
pro
되면
gamer.
좋겠지만 이번 시즌 안 돼도 다음 시즌도
I have
열심히
huge
해서
motivation
지켜봐주세요.
to hold up another championship trophy, so I'm going to do my best
기세가 좋던 이신영
to make
선수가
that
또
dream a
박명수 선수
reality.
잡아내면서 단숨에 우승 후보라는 또 생각이 듭니다. 올 시즌 이 팬들에게
So after you defeated
각오와
INnoVation today,
함께 또 계획 부탁드리겠습니다.
아직까지 우승 후보로
sorry, guys, I didn't get that
말하기엔
one.
좀 많이 부족한 면이 있는 것 같아요.
I'm sorry, they were asking about the goals for the season, and he says,
이랑 다 추운 날씨에 와주신
says, I don't think I'm good
팬분들께
enough
너무
actually to be a
감사드리고
champion.
오늘 킥스 유나이티드에서 또 와주셔가지고 응원해 주셔서 감사드리고
Even tonight,
그리고 연하 씨도
it's really cold
감사하고
outside.
그리고 특히
I just want,
재원이랑
first of all,
민혁이
thank all the people that
고맙습니다.
came down here.
항상 무서운
That's true, it's actually
선수
freezing out here.
인터뷰는 그 시상식을 진행하는 느낌이 들어요. 참 감사한 분들을 많이 챙기시고 계신데 자
She said, when I have an
오랜만에 이
interview with you,
칼 다시
I
한번
feel like it's an award ceremony.
네. 자
She said,
이렇게
once
돌아온
again,
한태자
congratulations.
문성원 선수와
And on to the events.
That's right, guys. Come to the studio. Get GSL coins. Watch movies.
I want to go see this movie, Parasite.
What about
Korean horror flick. I might see them both. I don't know.
You will never see Seventh Son.
Yeah, you're right.
I
But
would bet
you
like
guys at home
so
can.
much. I would bet like $200 or so that you would because I think like above that you'd be like, no, I'll just go see it.
I'm like, okay, I take that $200 bet and walk to the theater and see it. Now you owe me $200.
I'm trying to think what it would cost to make you go see that movie. I bet $50 you wouldn't do it.
No, I wouldn't.
I would.
I would.
All right. Anyways.
Okay. We're going to go to a short little break. When we return, we're going to go to the losers match and see which player will be eliminated first here in the round of 16 of the GSL Code S. Stay tuned.